All right, guys, how's it going? Now, before I get into this video, I just want to let you know I'll be hosting a live stream on here this evening at 7 o'clock UK time. If you want to come along and have a natter about all things LFC, it'll be about, I don't know, for an hour or something like that. If it's a good crack, maybe a bit longer. All right, 7 o'clock tonight. Now, I was just sat here minding my own business. I just had a nose bag, something to eat, and then my phone started pinging about Ibrahima Konaté and Real Madrid. Oh, he's agreed to go to Real Madrid. Blah, blah, blah. The Twitter twats are all over it, right? With various claims, not checking anything, you know, obviously just for engagement farming and clicks or whatever. So I'm going to talk to you about the report that set all these suggestions off, right? The journalist, the platform that it's being published on the website, if you like. But first of all, I'm going to call in Dave to get some assistance with him, all right, from him. Hey, Dave, are you there, brother?
I'm here, mate. Always got your back. Let me know what you need, and I'm ready to jump in. What's on your mind?
Okay, I want you to tell my viewers about the journalist that published that article today about Ibrahima Konaté, sorry. I want you to tell them, is he reliable? I know from my memory that journalist made claims about Mo Salah that were not true, Darwin Núñez that were not true, and Sadio Mane that were not true. Should my viewers listen to this journalist? And also, what about the platform that he's writing for, Foot Mercato? Is it about quality with their reporting, or is it about quantity? What's the English equivalent of that website? Just things like that to give them a picture of the journalist, who he's writing for, and whether people should be concerned about the claims he's made today.
Absolutely, Dunk. All right, folks, let's break it down. The journalist behind today's Ibrahima Konaté story is Santi Auna from Foot Mercato. Now, as for his reliability, let's just say his track record isn't exactly stellar when it comes to Liverpool news. He's made quite a few claims in the past about players like Mo Salah, Sadio Mane, and Darwin Núñez that turned out to be off the mark. So, should you listen to him? Well, take it with a grain of salt. Now, about Foot Mercato, the platform he writes for, they're a French football news site known for pushing out a lot of transfer rumours. It's definitely more about quantity than quality with them. If you want an English equivalent, think of something like HITC or 90 Min. Plenty of content, but not always the most reliable when it comes to breaking big, accurate news for Liverpool fans. So it's always best to wait for trusted names like Paul Joyce or Dave Dornstein before you start getting concerned about these rumours.
Okay, Dave, thanks. I'm going to speak to my peoples. I'll speak to you later, brother, okay?
All right, Dunk, you got it. Have a great chat with your viewers, and I'll be here whenever you need me. Catch you later, mate.
Okay, so that saved me a lot of time having to read stuff to you. So what I want to do is go over this article. Let's have a look, guys. 1 second. Okay, Ibrahima Konaté is ready to leave Liverpool was the headline of the article. Basically says the player has still not extended his contract with Liverpool, even though his contract expires next year. Concerns are growing among the Reds. And rightly so, as the French defender is looking for a new challenge, and several clubs have already been notified. Remember the headline, sorry. Ibrahima Konaté is ready to leave Liverpool. All right, that's a statement, right? Liverpool fear a Trent Alexander-Arnold scenario. The Reds are right to be afraid. According to our information, Ibrahima Konaté wants a change of scenery next summer at the end of his contract. Aware that the situation wasn't in his favour, the Merseyside club had initiated talks about an extension, but so far they have not come to fruition, which is true. He's heading towards... he is heading more towards a departure in 2026. Doesn't say he is going to depart. After 5 years at Anfield. There's a subsection, Konaté offered to clubs. According to our information, several clubs are already aware and on the lookout for a possible signing. Among them are Real Madrid, Barcelona and PSG. Very easy to link these clubs with them. You know I review the Spanish football dailies every single day of the week. And not just that, I watch football programs, like Spanish football magazine programs. I would be aware of chatter if he had agreed to go to Real Madrid, I think, because the Madrid-based media, they're not going to let someone in France come out with this right straight away. So Real Madrid, they just basically say, we're going to do this because we're fucking brilliant. That's what their attitude is, right? Now, you will know that Ibrahima Konaté has been mentioned 2-3 times maybe 4, I'm not sure. In the last maybe 3 months or something like that by Marca, especially Jose Felix Diaz. He's the journalist, I think is the best journalist for Real Madrid who I'm in contact with. Think Paul Joyce and Liverpool, that kind of level of connection to the club. And he's mentioned Konaté. And I think if you look on my channel and just put Konaté in, I'm sure within the last 10 days, maybe he said something, or Marca said something about Konaté being, considered, looked at as a 2026 free signing. No mention whatsoever of FC Barcelona. PSG is the obvious link because of his nationality. It says here in this article that other clubs are interested in the idea of receiving him on a free. The main interested party has a preference for Real Madrid. This is the translation here, obviously, and what this is saying is that Konaté actually has a preference for Real Madrid. Basically, he'll have a wide choice of destinations. Competition is expected to be fierce. A scenario that is becoming increasingly common with regards if Liverpool allow it to happen, right? Liverpool, for its part, could be kicking itself for this end of adventure that is slipping away from them, basically, a scenario that is becoming increasingly common. I'm sorry if I'm not making much sense, but this is obviously being translated. Now, let me just go over it. The summary of the key points by this journalist. Konaté's contract expiring in 2026. We know that. Liverpool have been trying to extend it. We know that, and it's been unsuccessful. The club fears a Trent scenario. Well, of course they do. Santi claims Konaté has now decided he wants to leave when his contract ends in 2026. We don't know if that's true or not, right? And this could be, this could be the agent behind, Konaté putting pressure on Liverpool. Simple as that. The article says he's supposedly being offered to clubs like Real Madrid, Barca, PSG. Well, that's what agents do, when their clients are running down contracts or whatever. They do offer, they do speak to. There's nothing new here. His preferred destination in the article is stated as Real Madrid, and Liverpool may regret letting another big player slip away. That was the bit I was, all over the place with there in that last paragraph. So what has merit in the article? Well, his contract does expire in 2026. There hasn't been much credible noise about a renewal, not from the Liverpool press, the clique of Liverpool journalists, if you like, or even the big guns that you should listen to. Yeah, so there's been, I should really rephrase that. I'm sorry. The LFC clique of journalists, in my opinion, are not credible, right? So when I use the word credible, I should only associate that to Joyce and Ornstein, right? But there's been nothing credible from them or the not so credible clique of LFC journalists. Real Madrid, as you know, they're always looking to sign players on a free transfer. We know this. Konaté has been mentioned with them multiple times, but so has other players as well. They can't sign every player, right? But I do think Real Madrid are in his head. I've made that clear. So red flags in the article by this journalist, who I personally wouldn't pay attention to, but the Twitter twats are basically like making a big drama out of it, and I've got people commenting and sending me messages. Do you know what I mean? Konaté offered to clubs, right, is a phrase often used by agents or media when there's no formal bid, just a whisper campaign. No serious journalist like Joyce or Ornstein has suggested this. He wants to change the scenery, it says in the article. Big statement. Where's the quote? Has Konaté or his agent said anything like that publicly or privately that's filtered out somewhere? No, not that we're aware of. The phrase wants to leave at the end of his contract sounds oddly passive. Santi's track record with Liverpool, not great. Some examples are given. Players Salah, Mane, Darwin Núñez, and others have all been thrown into the speculation pots before, often for clicks. So should you be bothered? No, I don't think you should be bothered at all. There's no credible confirmation from any club, player, nothing. There's absolutely nothing. This isn't, Paul Joyce saying this. This isn't Ornstein saying this. But yeah, obviously his contract's running down. You should be concerned about that. But I don't think Liverpool are going to get fucked over on this. I really don't, guys. The bit about Real Madrid preference feels like lazy copy and paste. Every top player is apparently destined for Madrid, according to this type of media, if you like. And I asked Dave here, this was prior to speaking with you guys, and he said it smacks of another French outlet playing fantasy football with Liverpool's assets. There's no quotes, no name sources, no club comments, just the usual Real Madrid are interested, and you know what I mean, like Real Madrid thrown in there, like parsley on a plate of lies. If Konaté had made his decision that he was truly ready to leave, we would see Liverpool journals flagging it, and they're not yet. So, should you be bothered? Yeah, of course you should be bothered, right? I can't go through another season, right, of this kind of bullshit, right? I can't go through another season of this. What that journalist is saying there is very speculative, right? There is nothing that suggests that journalist is shitting lies right now, right? He could have been given that information from Konaté's agent. We're going through contract negotiations, so this is the kind of thing you expect to see. But this isn't Joyce saying this. This is a journalist that he has no credibility whatsoever, right, with this stuff. The amount of stuff he's got wrong with Liverpool. And someone will give an example, he got this right, and it's like, well, yeah, if you fucking throw it up, you know what I mean? You're going to hit something one day, right? So me personally, I don't give a fuck what he says, right? But what annoys me, you can see I'm a little bit pissed, right? That's because if you go on social media, and I just had to look before I started this video, they're all at it. They're all at it, taking it as gospel. Not one of those accounts on there that have fucking loads of followers, right? They do not say to them, this is what this journalist has claimed today, right? So all they're about is telling you what the journalist has said. They don't say who the journalist is, who they write for. Well, they do, in fairness, maybe some of them say who they write for, but they don't tell you about that platform. I could say to you, it's Foot Mercato, and leave it at that. Foot Mercato's shite, right? So that, like Dave said, it's like 90 min, do you know what I mean? So you wouldn't pay any fucking attention to it. So it just bothers me like that, because I just feel like our fans get misled and shit like that, and I don't like it. Let's see. All right, so, listen, Konaté can fuck off as far as I'm concerned. Having another Liverpool player, right, in this situation, I'm not going through it again, guys. We went through it all last season. We knew Trent was going to go. There's nothing the club could have done with that, right? But we had the Salah shit, we had the Virgil shit, right? We're just going through a great fucking, period of transfers, for once, right, where we're all fucking buzzing our tits off, yeah? And it's positivity. Yeah, it's positivity. So that I don't want to go into next season having to worry about Konaté possibly going to either sign a contract or fuck off, right? It's that simple. That's where I am with it. I don't care how good he is. I couldn't give a flying fuck how good he is, right? Now, initially, previously, months ago, when I'll have been rattling on about the other fucking contract standoffs, I remember saying, I think the lowballing him. Negativity, because they make you feel like that, right? But at the moment, I'm like Richard Hughes manages to get money for Trent Alexander-Arnold. They managed to pull off a deal for Florian Wirtz. Right now, they can do what they fucking want as far as I'm concerned, right? So he'll be getting offered good wedge. There's no doubt about it. And we are Liverpool Football Club, right? We're the champions. We're serious, all right? If you don't want to be a part of that, fine, right? So I genuinely think Real Madrid have got in his head, right? Because the right people in Madrid are saying that, yeah? They're saying that there's been little whispers here and there. And that's fine if the player wants to do it, but I'm not going through another fucking season, right? Of I wonder if he's going to leave or whatever, right? So Liverpool, they're already looking at centre-backs and shit like that. We can't do it. Yeah, we can't do it. Some people say, sell him now. You can't just sell a player if he's going to be free next year because why would he do that? If he agrees to move anywhere else now, he knows he's closing the door on Real Madrid, right? So I think he's thinking, I could go to Real Madrid on a free year, but you can't trust them fuckers. They're literally being linked with every free fucking signing there is. Look what Barcelona have done with Luis Diaz. Oh yeah, sit tight, we want you. Said he couldn't wait a year. Nico Williams hauls himself out to him, and it's like, nah, sorry, it's business, right? It's fucking cutthroat. So he's got to make a decision, right? Whether the journalist is right or wrong, forget it, don't matter. It doesn't change anything, does it? Right now, Liverpool Football Club will be thinking, well, he's going to fuck us around, so fine, get fucking rid, right? Make it difficult for him, right? It's going to be a World Cup soon, yeah? Fucker will want to be playing, won't he? So make it difficult for him, simple as that. hopefully we'll see something happen. But if this is guff coming from an agent to try and put pressure on Liverpool, I don't think it'll work in the fucking slightest. I don't, honestly. So, and that's it. I was sat having something to scran. I was minding my own business. But I can't ignore it, can I? Nah, fuck him. I've really got that attitude in me. Fuck them all, man. We've got players that are desperate to play for Liverpool. So I ain't got a problem if you want to, your personal aspirations, you want to go and play for PSG because you're French, fine, no problem. You want to go to Real Madrid because they're the greatest club in the world, no problem. All right? See what happens to Trent over the next season, over to Benedict Arnold. You know what I'm saying? Right? I ain't got a problem, just be honest. That's no problem. Don't be coming out through some shitty fucking journal like that telling us you're off, you want to leave. Fuck that. I won't listen to that silly cunt anyway. Right, I'm off. I hope that clears things up a little bit for you. Listen, I'm not here to give my opinions, like to force my opinions on you. I'm here to give my opinions. You make your own mind up, right? So all I should do really is say this has been claimed, right? Which I'm telling you what the journalist has written, what he's claimed. It contradicts itself anyway, even if I go back to the article, right? I'm telling you what the journalist has said, right? I'm also telling you about the journalist's track record, and I'm also telling you that he works for a shit organisation. So I'm not sure I'd be losing too much sleep about it. But that doesn't translate to, oh, it can't happen, he can't leave, right? That's common sense. That's common sense. I want to look at this, what he wrote again there. Wrote, 1 minute, please. What was the headline? Ibrahima Konaté is ready to leave Liverpool. Good. Well, there's a size 8. Right up your fucking ass. That's what I say. I'm only small. I'm not very tall. But feet-wise, don't let my feet confuse you. Liverpool fear of Trent Alex. Yeah. He's ready to leave Liverpool. That's the headline. He's ready to leave Liverpool, right? That's the headline, yeah? And then he is heading more towards a departure. Well, is he leaving or not fucking leaving then? Remy's down there going, who's fucking set him off? I was having something to eat when I was chilling. If you found this video useful, listen, just ignore my opinions. I've told you about the journalist. It's all out there if you go and research yourself. If you like the video, thumbs up the video. If you don't like it, thumbs it down. I don't give a fuck. And if you've got anything nice to say, leave a comment. And if you want to get me a coffee or a beer at the super thanks button, but I haven't bothered about that right now. And I ain't got a drink either. 7 o'clock.